All righty, folks, welcome back to the Snow College pregame report at the Sevier Valley Center. This game features the number 7 ranked Wendover boys, number 3 ranked Piute boys. I got the hiccups, Dustin. I'm in trouble. I'm going to have to send David for a drink. And no, it's not because I have been drinking. It's because I haven't.
Busy day.
The Piute T-Birds in their home whites and the Wendover Wildcats in their road blacks. These two teams met up once before this year. Dustin, did you have a...
Yeah, so they met up actually at the preview and in Piute. So they went into overtime just barely on February the 4th in Piute. Dandy basketball game. Coda Bear wasn't able to play in that one as he recovered from an ankle. His Achilles tendon had been sprained.
That is a tough injury to come back from, and he's here and talking to his mom today, and she said he is ready to play. So I'm excited to watch him.
Averages just over 7.5 rebounds a game, does Coda. They've got 3 guys almost at 40% from 3, being Raul Mendoza. Oh, my gosh, I did as bad as your hiccups. Munoz and Tangero and Alvarez. Those 3 are right there, about 40% from 3 for the season.
And your Piute T-Birds, they will start Brooks Dalton. He averages 19 points a game. Brooks Dalton is the epitome of workhorse on that Piute team.
Does it all.
He does it all. Kel Blood, Titan King, and they'll start Cole Westwood and Jackson Westwood.
Starters for the Wendover Wildcats. You got Uriel Duran, number 1. Randul Munoz. Trey Tangero, number 5. Number 11, Orlando Alvarez. And number 30, Sean Dubois. So we'll take a look to see how they come out and go. Sean Dubois is at 6 rebounds a game. He does a whole lot for them.
How do they spell
He's actually number 14.
Oh, okay, I was going to say he's 14, not 30.
Yeah, I had him down as 30 yesterday in the Brad Father's stats.
This has been your Snow College pregame report. Check him out at snow.edu.
Titan King having a really nice assist game yesterday. He ended up with 6 assists. Brooks Dalton, you talk about the workhorse, leading in rebounds, 8 boards, 17 points. Jackson Westwood came up second in rebounds for Piute, getting 6 of them. So take a look at how we go. Piute's heavy on the offensive side on this tip. They kick it back.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting setup, but it comes back from Dalton. Up top for the T-Birds, Jackson Westwood. He'll hand it to Kel Blood, left side. Westwood spins back to the middle to Brooks Dalton, right wing, baseline dribble drive, scoop out to the corner. 3 on the way, long. Rebound, Uriel Duran for Wendover.
First initial set for the T-Birds came out in flex and then broke down in using drift pass.
Orlando Alvarez crosses half court, gets about halfway between the 3-point line and half court, and says, that's good enough, I'll take it from there.
Those guys can let it fly. They are really fun to watch and ranges anywhere.
He's got Ozzie Owens range out there. Blocked back up by Westwood, won't go, but he draws the foul.
Another flex screen as they flash up. They get the flex screen, he comes off. Jackson's able to catch that one. Then you called the rest of that. Piute using some initial action to get them moving, staying comfortable, some set action, and then they've been breaking it off. But last time they didn't have to break it off.
That one rattles around, finds its way in. Soft shooter's roll for Cole Westwood from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Piute took care of the ball pretty well last night, just 11 turnovers, but Wendover had 21 of them, so something Wendover is going to have to watch is how they take care of the ball here against the T-Birds as they push up to Tangero.
Tangero on the right corner needs help, gives to Munoz, crossover left, then comes back right, gives it back to Duran. Duran in the paint, over and blocked. And they're going to say that's just knocked out of that's just out of bounds off of Kel Blood.
Kel had done a nice job and brought help to Brooks, and they were able to get the block. But then, like you said, the rest of it went out of bounds on them. So baseline out of bounds, but
taken away by Westwood on the inbounds pass. He tips it up to himself, then it's knocked away from behind by Alvarez.
Cole doing a great job on that baseline out of bounds, being on the ball, but Wendover throws it up and out of bounds. Just can't get a hold of this Du Bois.
Brooks Dalton misses. Rebound Alvarez. He'll push it up the right side. The pace that this Wendover team plays at.
Off Duran's hand and out of bounds as Alvarez saw him on that left corner trying to get across. He just didn't cut in and finish that transition. Coach Jessen trying to get the T-Birds under a little bit of balance here as the last couple of possessions kind of going wild for both teams.
Yeah, back and forth. Right side, King round the perimeter. Brooks Dalton lob. Westwood's going, and then he's kind of held up.
Yeah, they ran that flex action again, but this time they came into that up screen for the lob off of the flex screen.
Into Alvarez, behind the back. Westwood follows him all the way up the court. Westwood's got his hands full on Alvarez.
Alvarez is fun to watch how he handles it. He can shoot from anywhere.
Tangaro, ball knocked away, loose. Out of bounds off of Wendover.
Jackson doing a good job jumping up in on that pick and roll as Duran. He's picked and popped several times. This time he goes on the roll, but Jackson able to jump up in there and mess it up. And that's going to bring in the Coda Bear. He's going to sit down Duran for just a minute here. They rematch up. Coda Bear is going to guard Kel Blood.
Coda Bear averages 10 points a game, and you said 7-8 rebounds.
Yep.
There
he goes with the board right there as he
Brooks
came in
Dalton
and helped.
Drives baseline and knocked it off the rim. Floater high off the glass. Bear with the rebound, won't go, gets his own rebound again, puts it up and in.
He doesn't miss twice. He's so patient with his hands, big, strong hands, able to get that second one after he got an extra rebound. He wanted to make sure he gets above average tonight.
That's right. Nothing wrong with padding your rebounding stats, Dustin.
That's right. Got a little horns action out of Piute.
Three-point shot up and good. Bryce Canyon City 3, Jackson Westwood.
Good little set out of the horns. Then they set it. They bring Jackson up from the offside wing. Titan rolls up Tangaro, and it is the other way.
Taken away by Alvarez. He's got Tangaro opposite side. Alvarez pulls up for a little floater in the paint, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, hard off the back iron, bounce again. That's out of bounds off Tangaro.
Coach Murphy would like that one back. Alvarez had Tangaro on the right side there. They didn't get quite wide enough, and Alvarez is going with the floater, but just pushed it hard.
Vale into the game. Raul Vale for Wendover.
Cole's going to bring the ball up the floor here.
Cole Westwood, left side, Brooks Dalton, back up top to Kel Blood. Westwood. Brooks fakes the shot, scoop into Blood, kicks it out. Westwood looks at the three, loses the handle, picked up, and Titan King is tripped up.
Alvarez diving for the ball just late on the dive. Lets Titan King slide underneath him. Let Alvarez slide under Titan King, rather. But you're going back to that horns action.
Double high screen. Brooks Dalton showing his handles, keeping it low, trying to being contained out there by Vale. Little dribble drive penetration won't go for Westwood.
Rebound Coda Bear, and up the floor here comes Wendover.
That's 4 rebounds for Coda Bear already. Oh, nice pass into Coda Bear. Fake, blocked and fouled, and he rolls up hard on Brooks Dalton.
Yeah, he went down. Brooks went to block him, and when Coda Bear goes down, there's a lot of space that's going to be taken up. He's able to put weight on it.
Walking it off a little bit, but that's a big body rolling up on your ankle when you land on that right foot.
Yes, it is.
Fortunately, Brooks able to get up and walk around on it. He should have changed Titan King so he could have kept walking for a second.
That's right.
Coda Bear at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line misses the first. It's 5-2. 4 minutes to go in the first.
Coda Bear yesterday was 2 for 2 from the line. He's been 70% plus on the season and misses both of those.
Westwood crosses half court, sets up the offense, double high post. Westwood sags out to the corner. 3-point shot up short off the left side. Blood saved by
Titan King doing a good job on that long rebound.
King for three, left wing, won't go. Rebound chased down by Westwood. 3 offensive rebounds for the T-Birds.
Working back into that swing action that Piute likes to run. They run an up screen.
Brooks Dalton for 3.
Got a little bit of space as Wendover sagged off just a little bit. Raul backed off.
This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
Hey Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about the fridge?
With an answer in the corner, Sean Du Bois, Bryce Canyon City threes, answers Brooks Dalton's 3.
Coach Murphy calling that timeout, getting things set, being able to kick him over into that left corner and got enough space.
You know, I don't know that I've mentioned Du Bois' name once. 3-point basket, Kel Blood.
Coda Bear sitting down underneath in the drop zone, not even coming out once he catches, and Kel had all day and let it fly.
Blood full front on Coda Bear, denying that inlet pass. Screen out top, but offensive foul on Coda Bear.
Got rolling on that pick and roll. It was a good read by Brooks to get in there and take that one because Coda was coming down to score. Duran's going to come back in for Coda Bear. Here with 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 11-5, Piute with the lead.
Left side.
UCLA cutting the pick and roll.
And pass taken away out of the air by Wendover. Alvarez ahead. Shot almost blocked, but just over the outreached hand, Sean Du Bois.
Wendover using the right sideline to get up the floor and then kicking over to the offside block.
Wendover wanting a travel. Kicked out to Westwood. 3 won't go. 11-7. T-Birds up by 4. 1:30 to go in the first. Right wing. Munoz. Lob inside to Duran. Alvarez dribbles left, pulls up over Westwood, misses. Westwood with the rebound.
He's going to push it up here against 1-on-3.
Draws the foul. Great take by Westwood. Had the defenders on their heels. Just kept applying that pressure.
The back defender not able to come punch that out. And Wendover, like you said, on their heels. They just backed up. And Cole doing a good job of just pushing at him until they either stopped him or didn't, and they didn't, so he got himself that free throw line.
At the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. You know, Dustin, have you noticed, used to be everybody was taught, you sprint back to the right under the basket, turn, find your man, set up. And now the defense wants to just kind of trail. Well, it doesn't let you set up to take that charge and get back.
Yeah, got to get back and get in position to change their direction. If you can do that, if not, at least take the charge. And this time they just trailed back, like you said.
Westwood 4 of 4 from the foul line.
Rodriguez is going to come in for Alvarez, give Alvarez a little longer break at the end of the quarter break here.
Rodriguez yo-yos, gives to Vale. Vale up top, looks for a screen, gets one from Duran. Through the hands and out of bounds of Munoz. T-Bird basketball, 13-7, 6-point lead for Piute.
Myers came in and is giving Titan King a break. With 48 seconds left to go, we've got about a 12-second difference in the shot clock.
Left side, Westwood fakes like he's coming left, right, then goes left, lays it up, won't go, and a rebound foul.
That's going to be the second team foul on Piute. Wendover will have a fresh shot clock. Yep, that'll go on Myers. It'll be his first. Piute's going to put a little token pressure up. And it looks like they will go into a 1-2-2 half-court trap. No trap having, though.
Left three from the left wing won't go. Westwood.
They were able to get him to take a quick shot and get the one done.
Crossover by Westwood gives to Myers. Right side, Westwood. Jackson. Back to Brooks Dalton. To Kel Blood. Kel. Westwood pulls up from the foul line, off the back iron, high bounce, hits the top of the backboard, doesn't go over.
Worked a 5 out that whole possession against Wendover's man.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. 13-7, T-Birds. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network on 1aball.com.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese. Celebrating 80 years of service, Garfield Ready Mix and Bryce Valley Builders are proud to sponsor 1A Basketball. Providing quality concrete to Garfield, Kane, Wayne, and Piute counties, the mutters at Garfield Ready Mix are the best of the best.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy.
Welcome back to the second quarter. Down on the sideline for Wendover, the coaching staff has been imploring them to continue to attack the hoop, especially Orlando Alvarez. They felt there was a few times he could have got closer to the basket to finish. He was held scoreless. And on the other side for Piute, Brooks Dalton, he hurt his ankle. He was giving it some attention during the timeout, but he should be good to go and keep playing, something to keep an eye on. Back up to you.
Nice job by Duran to get that one inside out of the quarter break and come up from that left side a couple times and draw the foul.
We appreciate our sideline reporters. Tyler Gibb down there just kind of eavesdropping on the timeouts half at the quarter, not trying to give out any sensitive information, but it's kind of a neat dynamic to actually hear what the coaches are saying. First free throw good. Second one on the way is good as well.
That's where they've got to get to the basket Coach Murphy's talking about. You're either going to get a basket or be able to maybe manufacture some free throws.
This possession brought to you by Antimony Town, Blood's Custom Meat, Camping World in St. George, Dalton, Hayco, and Lost Street Hogs, Snow College, and Stephen Wade Auto Group. Westwood to Dalton. Pass inside to Cole Westwood. he gets a trip to Legacy H Hardware free throw line.
Piute goes patient right there. 3 out, 2 in, working block-to-block screen. Didn't get anything out of that. A little bit of flashing to the high post. Didn't get that, but then they got it over to the right wing and used that bounce pass to get in the post entry.
First one up and good from Legacy H Hardware free throw line. 5 for 5 from the three-point free throw line for Cole Westwood. Coincidentally, Dustin, the T-Birds have 3 threes and 6 free throws. No 2-point baskets in this first half for the T-Birds.
And they come up, pull a little full court token pressure.
Knocked away and fouled.
Tangaro. Coach Jessen's asking who was guarding Tangaro as Kel Blood came in late to pick him up, and they're discussing still. I'm not sure if I had him. He came from the backside. Thumped him. They're going to stack it up here on the junction ball side.
Up top, that's Tangaro. Back to Alvarez, defended by Westwood. Westwood is long enough and fast enough that he's actually causing some problems with Alvarez's dribble. Able to get a hand out in front, moving his feet well. Baseline drive missed off the bottom of the backboard. Brooks Dalton pushes it up. Gets it back out top to Westwood. Left side, Will Myers back to Westwood. 2-3 zone. No, it's a man, just the way T-Birds were set up. I'm like, oh, went to a zone, but just the offense of the T-Birds had them sitting that way.
And then Coach Jessen gets them into their swing action.
Shuffle Westwood. 4 seconds on the shot clock, pass out of bounds. Wendover ball. That's a defensive stop and a win for the Wendover Wildcats. 15-9, T-Birds with a 6-point lead.
3 different sets Piute was trying to get into and just never found a rhythm, as you called the defense there.
2-on-1 and a foul. As the T-Birds slow to recover, Jackson Westwood gets the foul.
This time coming down the left side, Rodriguez uses the dribble to lift the defense just enough and then makes that pass over to Duran. And Duran able to put the defense in a bad enough spot that they've either got to give it to him or foul. Nice job in transition. Wendover, that's been a place that's given them some life, is out in transition.
Uriel Duran made his first 2, missed that one from Legacy H Hardware free throw line.
Looks like Coda Bear is going to check in for him if he makes it.
You know, coming off that injury for the last month, Coda Bear they're kind of using him in spurts. Little here, little there, trying to get him some minutes, get him some touches, but not to overdo that ankle, I'm sure.
Loose horns, double screen up top, and they are able to tie up.
I'll tell you what, Dustin. So Brooks Dalton's up there just kind of yo-yoing, taking it pretty chill, and all of a sudden, Raul Vale and Orlando Alvarez dive out at him and just tie him up.
Yeah, you can't have a soft dribble with these guys. They are going to come and get it as fast as they can.
Kel Blood, long 3, won't go. Looked good from this angle, was just wide left. Alvarez, pass taken out of the air by Westwood. What a catch. Should be playing football somewhere. Westwood pulls up for the jumper won't go. Will Meyer with the rebound put back, gets his own rebound again, and a reach-in foul on Alvarez.
Really nice effort by the T-Birds that possession. They get the steal and then able just to keep getting their own shots. And as they crash the boards, Myers ends up with it a couple times, but he had a lot of help from his teammates there. Watch Piute here. They got a double stack on the ball side. And Brooks Dalton off ball. He'll usually, they got a couple different looks right there, but he'll usually look for that curl, and they duck in Kel Blood.
Baseline drive. Stepped on the out of bounds line.
Good defense right there by Valley as he able to pick up Brooks. Brooks got that catch out on that wing. Just picked him up and just put him in the gutter, and he just went out of bounds for him.
7th turnover by the T-Birds. Up top, Raul Vale. Right side, Rodriguez. Tangaro for 3 from the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line.
And that is the lifeblood of Wendover right there. Working a 4-out, 1 in. Coda Bear just in working. Ball really hadn't moved a lot, but Tangaro liked the space.
In the corner, Will Myers. Up top, back to Dalton, right side Westwood. Crossover into the paint, spins back, gives to Cole Westwood. Meyer hands off to Dalton. Dalton drives right, spins into the middle. Little floater, leaner, wall, good. Looked like it was going to roll off that right side, and it rolls back in.
They're going to come up with full court pressure, running a 5 out. A lot of wheel action there, and then they started to cut. So they pass and then cut down through the middle.
17-13, 4-point lead for the T-Birds, and they're going to call a foul.
Kel Blood's going to get a foul as he's been working hard to defend Coda Bear.
It's his third foul.
And that will put him above the amount of fouls in the same in the quarter. So see how Coach Jessen manages that, as depth's been challenging for him. They stay man on that baseline out of bounds. Coda Bear sizes up against Kel, and he's got an easy one, but he rims out. Got a little extra help from the side there. Did Kel Blood, as he was out of position.
Well, there's not much Kel Blood can do. He just got his third foul. Westwood spins back to the paint, got it up and in.
Like the dribble drive action to get him down in there to set him up to the right side and come back left.
This is 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese. Celebrating 80 years of service, Garfield Ready Mix and Bryce Valley Builders are proud to sponsor 1A basketball, providing quality concrete to Garfield, Kane, Wayne, and Piute counties. The mutters at Garfield Ready Mix are the best of the best.
This is State Championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon City on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Oakley Sylvester tries to check in late. I'm assuming he's come for Kel Blood, but because he's after the 15-second horn, he's going to have to wait until the next dead ball.
Up
You
top,
working in that man defense.
nice give and go. Blocked from behind by Westwood. Missed on the shot. Blood with the rebound.
And that offensive putback, Coda had a chance, didn't go. Now they switched into 1-3-1 zone. Has Wendover. He puts 3 on the bottom and splits the top.
Westwood elevates from the foul line. Rebound put up won't go by Dalton. No, Dalton gets the rebound off the tip. Bounce pass across to Westwood on the opposite side. Rims around. Rebound loose. Kel Blood chases it down in the corner.
By putting 3 on the bottom, it really gives them a rebounding advantage. They've got 2 down there. Now here comes the third-ish, but they're going to go Brooks Dalton high post.
Westwood fakes, kicks it to Cole Westwood, left side. Up top for 3, Brooks Dalton, the second Bryce Canyon City 3. 8 points in the game for Brooks.
Able to get Rodriguez to bite too low. He's the point. He comes way down below the free throw line, and that's really hard for him to come back out. Nice in-and-out game by Piute.
22-13, and
Rodriguez, he's down.
he went down hard. How about some Fabrats trivia, Dustin?
That's the good stuff. We appreciate it, their sponsorship, everything Paul and Michelle and the crew are doing.
All righty, so here it is, folks. What is the name of Paul's Uncle Merlin's YouTube channel? Oh, did you do that one? Never mind. Don't answer that one. Who's Paul's go-to call for wiring? Well, how did you do that one, too? I did that one on the other
We're
game.
just making sure we get all the questions out there as we get to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for Rodriguez.
Did we do the winch? Okay. What is Fabrat's favorite winch? What winch does Paul have on all his vehicles that have winches? Email us at uhsslive@gmail.com.
Misses that one from the free throw line. Cole West was able to gather it up, and here goes Myers for 3 from the corner. He misses it. Sylvester gathers it back up. They're really offensive rebounding well against this zone.
Westwood again from the right wing. Won't go. Wow, what a wraparound pass across the paint. Gets it up and in does Will Myers.
Good to see Brooks Dalton identifying the double coming at him. And very delayed foul right there. Going to give that one to Jackson Westwood. That'll be his second foul, so a little foul trouble starting to plague the Thunderbirds.
Piute's bench gets the warning. That's the second foul on Jackson Westwood. 8th team foul on the T-Birds.
So Raul doing a good job getting down in there and gathering enough contact. Very late. Very late foul called.
First one good for Raul Vale. (24-14). That one's good as well. 24-15. 9-point lead as Raul Vale makes them both from Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Wendover's going to continue working this 1-3-1. They're looking at that diagonal pass for Sylvester. Seals in as Brooks Dalton. He's going to work the baseline.
Hits Westwood as he flashes to the high post. Down to Cole Westwood on the baseline. Back up to Jackson Westwood. Inside high post. Spin one way, then the other. Gives it out to Meyer. He'll take it right side. Westwood to Brooks. Brooks back to Westwood. 3 on the way. Off the back iron.
Another offensive rebound.
Jackson Westwood ripped away by Tangaro. Jump ball possession Wendover.
Love that job by Tangaro there. He got a lot of help from Du Bois. Du Bois is able to hit. Westwood was going with a head of steam. Walled up on him, but Tangaro coming from behind and just ripping that ball out of his arms. Piute's going to come up with some full court pressure and just be a man.
Tangaro to Alvarez.
Is looking to make Alvarez have to work his way down the floor. Not a pressure to speed him up, a pressure, though, to slow him down, just make him work. Sylvester working hard on Tangaro down there on the off block.
3-point shot up from the corner, rims out, and out of bounds. Tangaro and Alvarez hustling for the ball.
Tangaro's going to take a break, and Duran's going to come in for him. Duran going to take that. They switched it back out. Got Du Bois there on the right wing. Alvarez on the left wing.
Will Meyer. Westwood to Brooks. Back to Westwood. That's Jackson Westwood. Meyer left side in the corner. Brooks. Westwood cuts 12-footer in the paint. Jumper good. So they hit the left wing, then pop to the middle for the basket.
Yep, suck the defense all the way down and in with those 3 down the bottom. Nice job cutting into that high post area.
They're looking down low to Du Bois and cut off by Brooks Dalton. That pass is not there. Left wing 3 is short off the front iron. From the ground, the ball's kicked out by Alvarez. Picked up, put in by Raul Vale.
What an awesome job by Alvarez to go and fight and battle and get that ball back and kick it out to his teammate without rolling.
Yeah, he was literally on his back.
Yeah, 14 seconds left to go here. No shot clock, 1-3-1, and Coach Jessen wants a timeout to discuss how he wants to attack it.
So 9.5 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout as well. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Beautiful historic Heritage Courthouse restored for all your family and event gatherings. From reunions to weddings, a place to live your legacy. Book today, UtahFamilyReunion.com. Inline Outdoors is a family-owned clothing company located in Wendover, Utah. We support the Wildcat basketball teams. Good luck at state. Go Cats!
This state championship basketball brought to you by Larry H. Miller, Utah Summer Games, 1aball.com. As the Piute T-Birds use a timeout, They'll get the ball on this side. They had the ball on the opposite side, didn't they, Dustin?
Yeah, it was over there. That's surprising that the ball's here. There must have been a little.
I was going to say, that's just a confusion, isn't it? Shouldn't they've got it?
Yeah, they should have had it over there on that side.
Westwood.
1-4 high.
6 seconds. Into Brooks Dalton on the high post. Goes right. Fadeaway jumper. Baseline won't go. Tipped up. No good.
Wendover doing a great job making that hard on Brooks Dalton.
Absolutely. We'll keep it right here. We've got our sideline reporter, Tyler Gibb, on the sideline with Coach Murphy.
3, 2, 1. Coach, you put up 17 points in the first half. Orlando Alvarez held scoreless. What do you change to make some adjustments and get the offense going?
Oh, we just got to move. I mean, we got to move, and we got to figure this out. Right now, we're just playing a little scared. That's all. I mean, we've been here before, but we need to go back and regroup. So.
And then real quick, Orlando Alvarez was getting his knee taped up. Do you know what happened to him?
He just a deep bruise. Just got a little bump on him. He's okay.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Good luck. All right, coming up next.
All right, for your halftime entertainment, Southern Utah University halftime and the Piute cheerleaders. Dustin at the half, 26-17, T-Birds up by 9.
They've really managed the tempo of this game the whole way through. I love how they've managed their offensive possessions. They have an initial action to get them comfortable, and then when it breaks, then they go into a 5-out. They've got a couple different motions out of it with some wheel action. Then they come into the pass and cut action. They've really had a nice offensive game and be able to control that. But on the other side, as you heard at halftime, Orlando Alvarez held scoreless. And that's big time for their defensive effort.
And the defensive effort. Cole Westwood has been manned up on Orlando Alvarez. That's a tough draw. Most people would say, hey, count me out, Coach. But Cole Westwood.
And you talked about it in the game. His hands are quick, and it's hard to be quick against Alvarez's hands. But he's got the length. He's able to be up in him and make him uncomfortable. That Wendover, like Coach Murphy talked about, they're not moving a lot, and that lack of movement feeds right in and allows Piute to keep that man in front of them and up attached to him.
Absolutely. I expect a great second half in this ball game. We'll see what adjustments they coaches can make. Coach Jessen, I think, has just got to keep it going, keep the defense up, and keep attacking the basket.
I like he used the one possession of the half-court trap, and that possession got him a quick early three. They got the rebound there. His adjustment against the 1-3-1 has been really fun to watch. He put Sylvester in a ceiling spot, running Brooks Dalton baseline so he gets sealed and he can move out. And then the two on top their left are jumping into the holes on the drop zone, so below the free throw line. Really good action and movement against that loose 1-3-1 defense of Wendover's.
Absolutely. This has been your Southern Utah University halftime report. Come and soar with us at suu.edu.
From dents to scratches, auto service, paint, and detailing. Give Joe a call today for any of your auto body needs. Joe Dalton Auto Body in Circleville, 435-577-2442. Wishing Region 20 team success.
Junction-Town is your ATV destination, located in the middle of the Piute ATV trail system with the beautiful Beaver Mountains to the west and the Monroe Mountains to the east, and world-class trout fishing just minutes away. Wishing the T-Birds success.
Welcome back to the Wendover Wildcats during the Southern Utah University halftime report. As we kind of go through the scoring, Dustin, what have you got there for the T-Birds?
Scoring for the T-Birds, you got Brooks Dalton with 8, Kel Blood with 3, and Cole Westwood with 6, Jackson Westwood with 7, Will Myers with 2, and that gives them their 26 points here in the first half. They are shooting only 28% overall field goal percentage, 36 from 3. So what they've done is offensive rebounded like wild men, and especially against that zone, they got so many, 13 offensive rebounds.
28 field goal attempts for the T-Birds versus 20 for the Wildcats. That's that offensive rebound.
Wendover only has 6 offensive rebounds.
This has been your Southern Utah University halftime report. Come and soar with us at SUU.
The town of Kingston proudly supports all Piute High School athletes. Best of luck to all the hard-working Region 20 teams in the tournament games. Go Thunderbirds.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics. Home of the historical Miners Park, along with the beautiful views of Bullion Canyon Falls, Marysville Town sits at the heart of breathtaking scenery and adventure. We wish all Piute athletes success in the tournaments.
This play-by-play sportscast is brought to you by Myers Family Dental. A better life starts with a beautiful smile. Located in Circleville, Utah, Myers Family Dental is a proud supporter of Piute High School athletics. Good luck, Thunderbirds.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
Panguitch Drug Store on Main Street in Panguitch has provided pharmacy services for over 100 years and 4 generations. Refill your prescriptions online at drugstorewest.com or give them a call at 435-676-2212.
The Piute County Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to the greatest playground in central Utah. Many recreation opportunities are found with horseback riding, hiking, rock hounding, river rafting, and of course ATVing. Come and enjoy Piute County. Go T-Birds!
Piute School District's mission statement seeks to develop responsible, productive, successful citizens through their progressive education system that emphasizes self-worth and high achievement. Piute School District honors their students and athletes from all their schools.
Piute County Special Service District 1 provides community services to all Piute County. Bookmobile, recreation, waste management, EMS, and school support. Wishing the T-Birds success.
Rocky Mountain Fencing, located in Panguitch, has been serving southern Utah for over 20 years. Owner Marquet Engelstead is a proud supporter of Region 20. Give Marquet a call today, 435-463-1659.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need. Buying or refinancing a home, did you know you can request your own title company? Keep business local and request security title for all your title, closing, and escrow needs. Travis and Hillary wish all team success in the postseason tournaments.
Here with Coach Jessen before we start the second half. Coach, you were able to hold Orlando Alvarez scoreless. He averages 16 a game. What did you do to shut him down?
Well, I've got him down for more than 16 a game, but
your research is better than ours.
He's a great player. He's good. He's getting his team involved early right now. We just got to stay with it. The game's still got 16 minutes left. It ain't over, and he's not going to quit. When we played him at home, he came out on fire in the second half, and he hit about 5 threes in the second half. I can't let that happen right now.
Brooks Dalton tweaked his ankle in the first quarter. He seemed to be okay after that. Any concerns with his ankle?
It's a heart problem. Got to toughen up, play. It's either you play or sit down. It's got to make the call. As long as it's not going to hurt him permanently, he's got to either play or sit down, one of the two.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. That'll do it. Thank you, Coach Jessen. Coming up next, the second half. This is 1A basketball on the 1aball.com and Utah Mid Sports Radio.
Sevier Valley Hospital is proud to support our local athletes both during the game and after. Each of our own starters has an impressive record in addition to years of experience in the field. Sevier Valley Hospital, keeping quality health care close to home.
Stan's Mark and Piute Trail RV Park is your one-stop shopping for gas, groceries, and camping supplies in Circleville. Let's go T-Birds.
SUU is truly dedicated to the students as they help each to succeed in their academic and career endeavors and have the college experience they've always dreamed of.
SUU prepares their students for their futures after graduation.
The hands-on learning you'll get through any of our programs will set you on the right path for future success.
College is for you. Not only can you make it work, but college can be the best time of your life.
No matter what your chosen field of study is, you'll be given opportunities for professional advancement and excellence at SUU.
Utah Independent Bank, locally owned with branches to serve you in Beaver, Salina, Monroe, and Milford. Our loan officers and staff are ready to serve you for all your banking needs. Bank with people you know and trust. Get custom banking with custom ideas and custom solutions at Utah Independent Bank.
You're on this campus business team that lives and works together at the University of Utah. Your team has come up with this cool new ski rack. For real, it's going to market. Then you say to yourself, hold on, sports fans.
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join a campus living team. Yes, our freshman experience is refreshingly different. Only at the U.
Welcome back to second half action from the Sevier Valley Center. This semifinal game brought to you by Ruby's Inn on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Jumper from the elbow won't go.
Big rebound right there from Wendover, able to gather that one up, holding the one and done.
3-point shot up by Tangaro, good. And just like that, I didn't see what happened. Well, you'll see it on the replay there. Kel Blood goes down hard off the made three-pointer from Tangaro.
And that brings it to a 6-point game right here. Wendover's going to pressure up. Coach Murphy talked about it going into half as he needed his guys to get back after it. Their defense was not at the speed they wanted it at, and that slowed their offense.
He stepped back, and his right ankle just collapsed on him.
Stumbled on him. Tangaro with a big rebound there on the strong side. Kale's limping his way back in transition.
Westwood causes a little bit of problem there. The rebound comes off. Westwood up the right side. Brooks Dalton in the corner. Westwood.
Cole sized up. Jackson can't quite find him there as he felt like he had an advantage. Working 4 out, 1 in. Nice job clearing out of Brooks' way.
And a push on Uriel Duran. We've got a whole crew here for you folks tonight. We've got 4 sideline cameras running. Sideline reporter.
Fun group to work with. Wendover's going to work in this baseline out of bounds. It looks like they're going to go man, and they've got a guy on the ball as Piute uses that corner set to get a corner 3 set up for Brooks, but he's not able to get it as he's been guarded very tight.
Titan King sets a screen for Cole Westwood. Spin back to the middle. Brooks, floater good.
Cole Westwood cuts down and through the paint in the same action, kind of like you would with seeing somebody splitting the waves, and that's where it allows Brooks to come right in behind him.
Tangaro, right side, right 3. Munoz for Bryce Canyon City 3. So 6 quick points, and it is a 5-point lead for the T-Birds.
Wendover up in full court pressure, able to speed the T-Birds up enough to get that miss. Now they're out in transition. They've got a left-handed wide open layup.
Blocked out of there. Cole Westwood elevates and swats that ball out of there.
That transition held up just a little bit in the air. The passes were it had a little air under him, allowing him to get back and get that block. Sideline out of bounds for Wendover.
Skip pass cross court to Tangaro on the right baseline. Dribbles back to the middle. Little jumper in the paint. Rattles it in.
Yes, strong. Worked his whole way up in there. Got himself to 8 feet out. You could see he likes that spot.
Brooks Dalton takes it coast to coast, lays it up, misses. Rebound taken away from Wendover.
Big time get back by the T-Birds as the Wendover defense have done its job.
Jackson Westwood buries a Bryce Canyon City 3 from the left wing. 31-25, 6-point lead for the T-Birds. 5:30 to go in the third period.
Piute put full court pressure on. Wendover able to break it.
Tangaro left side, yo-yos, has the ball tipped. Will Myers into the game for the T-Birds. Alvarez kind of stumbles, gets the ball. Tangaro right wing. Step back three, got it.
He gets a tough pass, doesn't like the catch, fumbles it around. Once he gets his feet under him, he uses the dribble to get his space. And back Wendover in this pressure.
Trey Tangaro, 9 points in this.
Nice job by Cold Blood to sprint to that left block.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org.
Wells Rural Electric exists to serve its members and support its communities. We're proud of Wendover's student athletes. Go Wildcats!
This state championship basketball brought to you by the University of Utah on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com. Wendover inbounds to Tangaro. Piute in a man, full court press.
Just to slow him down, make him work.
Alvarez down the middle, floater, rattles around and off, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, swatted out of there by Westwood. Fourth block of the game for Cole Westwood.
We've talked about his hands, and just goes right back at it with those blocks. He's able to get up, and he just doesn't come down hard on it. He just pops it out. Wendover's going to stack high.
Alvarez inbounds. Looks into Du Bois, passes it to Du Bois, almost taken away. Little floater blocked by Kel Blood. Outlet pass ahead to Brooks Dalton. It goes out of bounds off his foot.
Raul Valle doing a good job jamming up in Brooks as he's coming down in transition. He was out in front of him and able to make it hard on him.
Alvarez say, hey, get out of the way, Tangaro. I can bring it up myself. Waving off the help. Looks for a screen. Du Bois, left side against Blood. Got the contact, and that's Blood's fourth.
And I want to see if Coach Murphy takes a look as that high screen. The roll was very, very open on the weak side there. Be curious to see if they go back to that as Piute's put this token pressure on them most of the game. That might be something that they can take advantage of if Piute continues to guard that high pick and roll up, both of them up. And we've got Duran here going to shoot his second. Makes the first, brings it to a 4-point game, and now it's a 3-point game. Wendover coming out of this first 4 minutes of the third quarter.
13-7 run in this third quarter for Wendover.
And now Kel Blood's on the bench. Titan King's going to come in for him and allow him to sit the next 4 minutes at least to get out of that foul trouble, which he'll still have 4. So
Jackson Westwood gives to Cole Westwood. Will Myers, Westwood to Brooks. Westwood, 3, rims off, rebound, put back up, and rims off again by Westwood. Westwood with the takeaway, knocked away from him. Alvarez gets it back.
Wendover, a good job of getting that ball back after Piute had done such a good job on the offensive glass. Duran and Brooks down below fighting on the blocks on the right side.
Tangaro yo-yos between the legs, gives to Alvarez. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Alvarez directing traffic.
They get up into a 1-4 high UCLA cut. Up the elevator.
Alvarez loses the handle. Westwood on the break, gets ahead, scoops, and scores. Cole Westwood is so athletic, Dustin.
Does a lot of fun stuff right there. I like that he read that elevator and able to jump up in there and just catch Alvarez not coming to the ball.
Pass behind, taken away by King, and he steps on the line.
It's a great steal as he just let off the pressure and reached back and picked that up. He read it well. Wendover's going to have another chance at it here as Alvarez is going to take the ball out of bounds out of this box set. He's going to go off, it looks like, actually. They're going to go look at that knee.
So he's taking the tape off that they put on. Coach Murphy said that was just a bruise.
Hard to tape a knee and have it keep it there.
Titan King tips the ball. It's picked up by Will Myers and a foul by Tangaro.
Coach Jessen, he'd like a flagrant, and looks like the officials are going to talk about as Tangaro just wrapped him up hard.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that, trying to stop basically a layup going the other way.
Heading on down. A lot of conversation here. Now we got a call.
It's going to give him the hold.
Foul.
Got that on the replay here. Comes across the shoulder, kind of reaching for the ball. The problem was his feet were set, and he kind of jumps back to the right, reaches across the body, makes the contact. It's Tangaro's second foul.
Coach Murphy's going to bring Rodriguez in for him for just a minute. Let him catch himself. He's been a big key in this third quarter.
Oh, yeah, Tangaro, 8 points in this third quarter. 2 big Bryce Canyon City threes. Westwood, 35-30, 2:54 to go in the third. Meyer to Westwood in the paint, elevates, won't go, gets his own rebound, puts it up off the backboard, no. Rebound Will Meyer, kicks it back out to Westwood. Jackson spins in the paint. Meyer, 3, corner, off the back iron. Rebound tipped by Dalton, and it's going to go back to Wendover the other way.
Wendover able to hang on just long enough after that blaze, a lot of shots.
Crossover left side. Vale, or no, that's not Vale, sorry, that's Rodriguez.
Just having a tough time getting their offense set and moving where they like it.
Dribble left, underneath. Shot up, rims off, rebound Westwood. Cole rips that out of the air, gets it ahead to Jackson Westwood.
Nice cut by Titan King, but he's blocked. Cole Westwood, who else, comes back in, saves that ball. Anything that loose, here comes Cole Westwood.
Quick injury update on Orlando Alvarez. He did ask to come out just a few minutes ago. He went to the sideline, had him cut off the tape on his knee. They rubbed some Neosporin on it, and he elected not to tape it back up. He is set to check back in, so something to keep an eye on.
Awesome. Thanks for that update, Tyler. Tyler Gibb down on the sideline giving us an injury report as Westwood at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line makes his first. 6-point lead, 36-30.
Coach Justin communicates, gets all Revis caught back in, and then Dakota Bear is down, checked in the game as well. It's the first time we've seen him here in the third quarter. Piute extends this back up to a 7-point lead.
Westwood 8 of 8 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Coast to coast, layup, won't go. Westwood keeps the dribble alive, goes to the ground. Jump ball, possession, Wendover.
Great job by Rodriguez after he gets that miss. Come back in and tie that up to give Wendover the ball back. Baseline out of bounds. Peter, there he does. He steps out away from the backboard. A little classic number one, screen across.
Dakota Bear in the right corner. Skip pass, Alvarez left wing. Defended by Westwood. Westwood. Alvarez spins back to the middle, won't go. A scrum around the board. Dakota Bear gets the rebound, then Westwood gets that one. And Alvarez is going to pick up the foul as he bodies up Cole Westwood.
You know, as Cole's coming down the floor, Alvarez just overreaching himself and picks up his third foul in that transition. Nice job. Piute's matched the transition of Wendover here in the third quarter and been pushing back up. And that right there drew a third foul on Alvarez. So good effort by the Thunderbirds. They're rebounding tonight. This third quarter is just, man, tough.
Brooks Dalton dribbles right wing, bounce pass down into Cole Westwood. Drop steps right, travels.
Just made a 1-4 high call and then dropped him down on the block. They know they've got a size advantage. After he gets that post catch, just got dislodged enough that his feet went busy.
Tangaro gets the ball in for the Wildcats. That is Munoz to Rodriguez. Got it.
Got a little bit of action. Coda Bear comes off a pick and roll and pulls the defense down through the middle, so that opened that middle up for him to come down behind it.
Brooks Dalton brings it up slow. 37-32, 40 seconds to go in the third period. Westwood pulls up from the foul line, kind of yo-yoed, pulled up off the dribble, won't go. Rebound, Wendover, 30 seconds to go, shot clock's off. Yo-yo spins back, defended by Gates King, or
Titan King.
Titan King, not Gates.
Rodriguez doing a good job. He's been getting at the rim several times, but that one just short. Coach Jessen calls for a high screen. It's going to come up here in about 2 seconds.
Little late getting there. Brooks Dalton jump stop, puts it up and in.
Great
2.5 seconds.
Movement by the Thunderbirds to close that quarter out. This is 1A State Championship basketball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Trust your smile to Cody Wilson. Located in Cedar City, Wilson Orthodontics creates a fun, efficient environment while perfecting your smile. Schedule an appointment today, 435-586-8980.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
For almost 70 years, the Yardley Insurance Agency has been helping people find the insurance that's right for them. They represent several companies, including Allstate and Liberty Mutual, and have friendly staff that are ready to meet your insurance needs. Yardley Insurance is proud to support the Region 20 tournament.
All right, start the fourth quarter, 39-32. This state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Chrome and the Canyon Mule sale on Saturday of the Bryce Canyon Mule Days.
In the Piute huddle, it was Brooks Dalton, the senior, who was the most vocal. He was telling his teammates just 8 minutes left. 8 minutes, that's all we need, and they can get back to the championship. Back upstairs to you, Mike.
Brooks having a great game, sharing the ball, being very, very under control, doing a whole lot as you talk about that leadership from him off that flex screen. Here comes Jackson Westwood, but didn't get the finish.
Nice pass down inside. We appreciate Tyler Gibb on our sideline reports. Kind of a fun little dynamic. Little turnaround jumper, rattles up, won't go. Rebound Westwood, gets it back to Jackson Westwood. Cole cuts.
Really cleaning up the boards.
Yeah, Cole is, the more I watch him, the more I'm impressed at just how athletic. Jackson Westwood for three, won't go. Titan King mistimed his jump, and it comes down to Tangaro behind him.
Tangaro, big third quarter. They're going to have some threes out of him here in the fourth.
Coda Bears fouled by Kel Blood, or Brooks Dalton, I'm sorry.
Rodriguez doing a nice job getting that post entry pass into Coda there on the left block. Wendover was quick up the sideline. Got it and dumped into him. Not able to get the finish. See what he can do here from Legacy Ace Hardware free throw lines.
You want to talk? That was a foul on Titan King.
Just his first.
T-Birds, 13 points in the first quarter, 13 points in the second, 13 points in the third.
And really, if you were to describe their offense, consistent.
Yeah.
Their movement has been excellent. They've done well. And then better than anything, they have offensive rebounded like nobody's business. Here comes that full court pressure. It did speed the T-Birds up. It's the rebounding that cost them. They've got to make sure if they get them to take a quick shot, they've got to get the rebound.
Westwood kicks it out to Jackson Westwood, to Brooks Dalton. Jackson.
He's being guarded by Coda, so Coda's having to come out a little further.
Great rebound, straight up. Will Myers. You know, that's an easy one to reach over the back. He waits till that ball comes over the defender, and a reach-in foul on Duran.
Just standing behind as they get the post catch. He's standing behind. He just hacks down through. You can't guard the post like that.
Nope. No, you've got a three-quarter, at least deny on that low side to keep the T-Birds off the board. Bounce pass in to Westwood, gets it out to Titan King. Cole Westwood looks to Brooks Dalton up top. Left side, Jackson Westwood on the wing. Titan King, step back three. Got it! Bryce Canyon City three.
Flex action came off that pin down and was wide open. Wendover not coming off of that as they worked hard to guard the flex screen.
42-34 as Tangaro dribbles right, hands to Alvarez. Jackson Westwood flashes out to Hedge on that screen. Missed by Alvarez, picked up by Westwood.
They go back into this. It is really hard to guard that flex into a pin down. If you watch that, you have to work on it. You have to spend some time on how you're going to guard it when it's ran well and tight. It hasn't gotten back into that tight. Here we go.
Brooks Dalton. Westwood, he'll take a three. Left wing, he gets one. Bryce Canyon City three. Cole Westwood, only his second field goal, but his 13th point.
Coach Murphy sees it going too slow, wants a timeout. This is 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Annalee Henry Mortgage Team, your local mortgage professionals. Let us help you with purchasing your dream home or refinancing the one you have. Proud sponsor of the Piute Thunderbirds. Contact us today.
Here's a call out to all experienced CDLA drivers. Barney Trucking wants you to join their team. They pride themselves on what they have to offer. For more info, call their recruiting office at 866-443-1160 or visit www.driveforbarney.com.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
Off the timeout, this state championship basketball brought to you by Chicken Lights and Chrome Truck Show in Panguitch. First weekend in July, 4th of July weekend.
Wendover's got an ISO on Coda Bear. Take a look there, tight, and they bring him back down, double it up.
Wendover just had a very passionate huddle. It was Coach Murphy imploring his guys with how hard they've worked all season. That in this final 5 minutes, he's not going to let them quit. The team was energized, and they came out ready to go for these final 5.5 minutes.
Tyler Gibb with our sideline report, and a foul away from the ball.
Working on Coda Bear down there.
After the foul, you get a reset on the shot clock. It's a 35-second shot clock. 45-34. Pass tipped away by Westwood.
That's the second one he's done like that. You don't see that very often on baseline out of bounds, but we've seen it twice tonight. So that'll send them over to the other side, so they'll have to shift their stack up high over to the other side. And here comes Kel Blood with his 4 fouls. He's been on the bench for a long time.
Now Wendover spreads it out to the 4 corners. Pass in to Coda Bear. Backs it into the left. Tries to step right. Partially blocked. And the rebound comes off to Brooks Dalton for the T-Birds. 45-34. 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Just enough block there to get the miss. Wendover in their man defense. Piute's been able to move well against it. This right here, they're getting a new call.
Westwood to Kel Blood. Westwood step back 3, buries another Bryce Canyon City 3. Jackson Westwood, his 3rd of the game.
They end up setting a double pin down because of a little confusion there.
Underneath to Coda Bear, tipped up after he missed the shot. Rebound, Cole Westwood.
Really been able to make everything hard on Coda Bear.
3 up on the way. Brooks Dalton, that one won't go. Titan King with the rebound. A lot of contact, and he gets the call as he goes to the ground.
A little bit of a heat check out of Brooks Dalton right there. That was not the shots that they've been getting. But Titan King just showing his toughness going in, getting that offensive rebound. see what Titan King does here. He loved the offensive rebounding. We were talking about it at the timeout. Cole Westwood with a double-double, and it's just growing. He's got 12 rebounds so far here in the game.
Titan King made his first from Legacy H Hardware free throw line. These free throws also being brought to you by Antimony Town, Camping World in St. George, Dalton Hayco and Lost Creek Hogs, Snow College, Stephen Wade Auto Group, and Bloods Custom Meats. Just made the one, correct? I was reading those reads. He made both of them. Thank you. Bloods Custom Meat, if you want some hormone-free, homegrown beef, Bloods Custom Meat, they have beef ready to slaughter. On the hoof, $1.35, $1.55.
Titan King doing a great job fronting. Tangaro, for some reason, wanted a lob, but Titan just digging into him and doing a great job and knocking that one out of bounds. Wendover's going to reset from the sideline out of bounds.
14 seconds on the shot clock. Pass underneath. Du Bois.
Like that baseline cut off the high post catch. Just sprinting him down through there. Tangaro comes up. He doesn't like that pressure up at the half court. When you can get a run at him, he seems to like to reach and knock that guy with the ball off balance. It's not that he's going to get the ball. He just sends him to the free throw line.
It takes so much discipline to learn. Bend your knees, get on the balls of your feet, and move your feet. Do not reach. And I see that with him there, like you're describing. He kind of panics, gets on his heels, and then the only thing you can do is reach.
Yep. And gets him whacked. Piute will be at the bonus the rest of the night. Cole Westwood just living there.
100%, 10 for 10 from Cole Westwood at the free throw line. Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Nothing but gold for Cole Westwood tonight.
Getting in double digits from free throw line. That's a fun game.
Cole Westwood also has a double-double. He had 12 rebounds, Austin, the last time we checked. Now he has 13 and 13 points, 15 points. Coda Bear to Tangaro, shimmies, dribbles left, fouled by Titan King.
Using enough of a change of direction to get Titan to push up on him and get that arm reached in tight enough to get a foul there.
52-36, T-Birds.
Rodriguez is going to switch Coda Bear out.
16-point lead for the T-Birds. That'll match their largest lead, I believe.
Buck set out of Wendover. Piute working in man. Guys on the ball.
Cross screens diagonal. Lob over the top to Du Bois. Du Bois right side to Vale. Blocked. Blocked again and fouled on that one as T-Birds help up Du Bois. Du Bois, as he rolled his ankle.
Rodriguez has really been able to get at the rim, but the help side of the Thunderbirds blocking shots, making it hard on them, and so they've been rimming out. Even though he's getting there, he's getting downhill, but he's just not able to finish.
Kel Blood gets his fifth foul.
Yep.
He looked up at the clock and he's like, no, it's number 5 has 3, not number 3 has 5.
That's right. Kelbud able to play a couple minutes before he gets that fourth foul. See what that impact comes into play here.
Will Meyer into the game for the T-Birds.
He has been great off the bench today. His effort's been under control. He's put in hard minutes, played great defense.
He's got 2 points for the T-Birds.
And an additional 2 points. You know, when a bench guy like that can give you a couple, he's going to rebound. He's got 6 of them. He's going to get loose balls. He's done a great job. But if you could get a couple extra points out of him, that's nice too.
You know, and that's kind of, he and Titan King have kind of split that position a little bit this year.
Yeah, Titan had a bad injury to start the year, breaking that collarbone.
Westwood tries to pass that ahead, and it's absolutely pounded back, but Westwood just reaches out and grabs it.
Rodriguez sending that one back.
Westwood to Meyer, 2:50 to go, 52-37, 15-point lead. Brooks Dalton, reverse layup, travels.
Got him coming down that baseline. He wasn't too sure he liked that one. Now Piute's going to come back up in their man pressure.
I really
No
wasn't
guy on the ball.
quite sure what to expect out of Wendover with their speed from their guard line. And really, so far, the T-Birds have handled that well.
Really well.
Tangero's fouled from behind because Manila didn't have an answer for it last night. It was a close game, overtime, great basketball game. But really,
those guards were able to do their work, and they play so quick, like you say. They're able to change speed, change direction so well. But tonight, Piute just staying down and catching them every time. They don't move as much. The one or two times they've moved too much, they get a foul. But generally, just staying down, staying in front. We've got a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. This is 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Bugs driving you crazy? Here at Big Tom's Pest Control, we get rid of earwigs, termites, roaches, spiders, and much more. Bug season is here, and it's time to go to BigTom'sPestControl.com, and we will stomp them out.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Blood's Custom Meat is the answer when the question is where should you go for your meat processing. From beef to wild game, Lane Blood and his crew can take care of any of your custom meat needs.
Welcome back to this presentation of 1A State Championship basketball brought to you by SUU on Team Hive Live and KTTA 8.1 as Tangero is at the foul line.
Returning state champs, working hard to get back that championship game with a rematch with Penguich.
Misses that free throw. We've got a winner. We're going to go with Quade Fountain. Badlands Winches is what Paul puts on the trucks at Fabrat's. Badlands, and we had more response on that than I could possibly read. So we appreciate everybody pitching in. We've enjoyed the Fabrat's questions.
Cole Westwood down the middle of the paint, gets a catch from Myers. He gets his own offensive rebound, kick out to Westwood for three, and it's off. But Myers with another rebound and just gets hammered down inside. That was a ball side rebound. Myers doing a great job coming back in, but I love the off-ball movement by Cole Westwood. As the ball was on the right side, he dropped down, and that's what started that whole flurry of shots.
So 2:10 to go, 52-37 at the free throw line. A miss from Will Meyer. That is, I have that as the first missed free throw in the game for the T-Birds. 12 of 12 prior to that one.
And Coach Jessens figures he needs a timeout if they're going to miss a free throw.
That's right. Well, this is 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov. Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit BryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Welcome back to Sevier Valley Center State Championship basketball brought to you by Dr. Rob Barrick Dental.
Coach Jessens' T-Bird crew so far throughout this game just executing both ends of the floor extremely well. Man defense for the majority of the night, a little bit of pressure but it's been mainly to slow down and stay in front of the guards as Will Myers is now on his hip. Rodriguez showing his speed.
Wow, nice hesitation dribble. Takes it in, misses the pass back. It's picked up by Jackson Westwood.
They do a great job of getting out and wide there as they bring the ball down the floor.
At the high post, Brooks Dalton hits Will Meyer. Fakes, defenders fly by, puts it up and in.
Love the patience by Myers. He comes off that backside. A lot of help involved.
Pass tipped away. Gets it down to Du Bois in the left corner. Dribbles off his heel, picked up by Westwood.
Brooks Dalton able to knock that one out and loose. Beautiful
Brooks,
drift pass.
Right to the corner. Titan King drives in, misses. Brooks Dalton with the rebound. Bounce pass across the paint, taken away as he tries to get that to Cole Westwood on the opposite block.
Brooks having a great game. He has looked like he wants to get to that championship game.
And Brooks has really been looking for his teammates, especially later in this game. He's like, hey, I can take this shot, but no, here, Titan King, I'm going to hit you in the corner. Timeout on the floor. This 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Bren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Camille Bagley with High Country Realty for over 25 years, helping buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give her a call and turn your dream into an address. BuyHighCountry.com.
Off the timeout, this state championship basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Association on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Check out the Bryce Canyon Association on brycecanyon.org for all the activities this summer celebrating Bryce Canyon's 100-year anniversary as a national park.
Both teams subbed 5 out and 5 out. We get a foul.
Ernesto Carrillo, number 12. I don't have him. Number 25, shucks.
Blake Dalton comes in. There's a line violation by Wendover.
Takes it away. Won't be a free throw. It'll be Piute ball underneath the basket.
Can't walk off the line once he's working on.
Well, but the problem was the officials let him line up an extra guy on there.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's true.
You know, there was 7 guys on the block.
Standing up on there, so he was just clearing himself out. They gave him the ball without paying attention who was where.
That one was kind of on the officials. Jessen to Sylvester. Back to Jessen.
It's working a 4 out, 1 in. Now they got a couple in there.
Oakley Sylvester pulls up in the paint, rattles around. Jessen tips it. Brought down by Wendover. 55-37, 18-point lead. Little floater in the point, rims in for number 12.
Piute comes back down the floor, trying to get in. Blake Dalton lifts up and out, and they're just going to dribble this one out with 2-1. And Piute is headed back to the state championship game.
What a game from Piute to hold. We'll talk about it in the Rubies in postgame report, but what a great game. Gets the T-Birds back to the state championship game, back years. They will face the Panguitch Bobcats tomorrow night. You're watching 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com. We'll be back for Rubies in postgame report and highlights after this.
Chisel's Ranch Sorting. This sport started many years ago sorting the cows and the calves, just doing ranch work. We've turned that into a professional time sporting event. We provide a friendly, welcoming atmosphere where all are welcome. Rookie or pro, come and learn and improve your skills. Located at the southern end of the Piute ATV Trail, the town of Circleville, Butch Cassidy's boyhood home, welcomes you to the greatest playground in central Utah. Go get 'em, T-Birds.
Classic Motors at 120 South Main Richfield stands by their mission statement, which is to provide good old-fashioned service and neighborly pricing, creating an experience worthy of our guests thinking or saying those three magic words, I'll be back. Tradition worth preserving at Classic Motors Richfield.
The Cowboys Smokehouse Cafe began in 1993 as a true Texas-style barbecue joint. Over the years, it has evolved into the full-service establishment that it is today. The restaurant is owned by the Perkins and Magoon family. We invite you to the tastiest barbecue around.
This is Dr. Rob Barrett, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit drrobdental.com.
Welcome out to the Ruby's In postgame report and highlights. You just watched a good one. Piute 55, Wendover 39.
Cloud Rats is an entertaining
Game was
YouTube.
26-17 at the half. And the T-Birds just pulled away in the second half, Dustin, and closed it out, going away to advance the championship game tomorrow night against the Penguins Bobcats. Wendover, go ahead.
Love their consistency. I thought that they came out. Coach Jessen did an excellent job of getting him with something solid and just allowing Wendover to have to move, and they worked through it together as a team. I thought the T-Birds tonight played as a team as well as we've seen them play all year.
Absolutely, they worked it around. 13-13-13-16 was the score by quarters for the T-Birds. Wendover 7 in the first, 7 in the last, 10 and 15 in the middle. Wendover, Raul Valle, 4 points. Yuri Duran, 3 points. Wilbur Rodriguez, 2 points. Raul Munoz, 3 points. Trey Tangero, 3 Bryce Canyon City threes, 11 points. Sean Du Bois, 10 points. Kona Bear, 4 points. And Del Muro, 2 points. Something you'll notice there, Dustin. I didn't mention one name.
No, Orlando.
Orlando Alvarez was held to a goose egg tonight. The defense of the T-Birds, Cole Westwood, shut him down. And he's getting help side everywhere on there. Help. It's not just Cole, but Cole was in Orlando Alvarez's grill all night long. Phenomenal job.
It was awesome to see them work together, and they just kept Wendover out in front of them, out in front of them, out in front of them. Love the strategy by Coach Jessen to stay and putting that full court token pressure on really all game long, which wore him down even more. Absolutely. Because he had to be down and flexed even when he's coming up the floor.
Between his knee getting hurt and the pressure defense, you could tell he was worn down by the end of the game. For the T-Birds, Brooks Dalton, 12 points, Kel Blood, 5, Titan King, 5, Will Myers, 5. You were talking about consistency. The big three for the T-Birds, Brooks Dalton with 12, Cole Westwood with 15, Jackson Westwood with 13. This will do it for the Ruby's In postgame report and highlights. We'll go right to the Visit BryceCanyonCity.com player of the game, and it has to be, without question, Cole Westwood. Cole's stat line for the night, he finishes with a double-double. He had 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 points. 10 of 10 from the foul line, 1 of 3 for the three-point line, 2 assists, 4 steals. Stat line like that gets you in the MVP category in my book, Dustin.
He had an amazing semifinal game, and like you talked about, everybody else worked with him, but that effort right there was just really fun to watch him. The way he blocked shots from the help side was beautiful. He didn't swat down, block him, keep his hands up, and keep at it.
Absolutely. It's been a great day of basketball. I'm Mike Alstrom alongside Dustin Shakespeare. Elizabeth Alstrom producing. On the camera was Ashley Coombs. Austin Owens on the stats. Give Austin, he was standing there staring at me waiting for his credit. On the floor in this game, we had Tyler Gibb as the sideline reporter, and our cameraman on the floor, we had Jared Call, Colin Pace, and Nate Thatcher. I'm Mike Alstrom, and I said that. I'm just stuttering and carrying on. Have a great night, folks. We will be here tomorrow. We got championship action coming tomorrow, Dustin.
Exciting day tomorrow. It's what we've been looking forward to.
See you tomorrow, folks.